What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Roka, and I'm going to bring you some amazing mods that will make you want to install Dark Souls again. And when you combine some of these mods, your gameplay experience will be like nothing you've ever experienced before. They're going to put the RPG back into Dark Souls thanks to all these amazing mod developers. When you install the mods I've listed, it'll feel like you're playing an entirely new game. So make sure to stick around to the end because I've saved the best for last. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on it. This first mod is going to make your Dark Souls experience just so much better. Don't you just hate it when you have to run across the map because you don't have the Lord Vessel yet, or you can't teleport to a certain bonfire because it's not on the warpable bonfires for some reason? Well, with the Better Bonfires mod, you're able to do just that. Warp to any bonfire in the game, and it even adds in a bonfire under the first Bell of Awakening next to Oswald. This mod categorizes bonfires by area just like Dark Souls 3, and even makes the bonfires more descriptive. Say goodbye to the days where it takes you 10 minutes to run from Darkroot Basin to Firelink Shrine. And that's not all. This mod has the warp option enabled from the very beginning of the game, no Lord Vessel required. It also has many other quality of life fixes, such as the option to reverse hollow will no longer appear if you're already human. The option to kindle a bonfire will no longer appear if it is at a max kindle stage. And get this, if the firekeeper dies, you can relight the bonfire at the cost of it losing its kindling level. Every other bonfire can be lit without a firekeeper present, so why not Firelink Shrine? Now, I only read a couple features to you, but this mod offers over a dozen features and 2 optional features. You definitely need to check this mod out. Better Bonfires is a must-have mod. The second mod will pair perfectly well with Better Bonfires, and it is Subtle Bonfire Reset. Are you tired of essentially getting flashbanged every single time you sit down at a bonfire? Subtle Bonfire Reset offers a replacement for the ridiculously intense effect that covers the screen when resetting at a bonfire. It doesn't offer much, but it sure will make your experience so much better. The third mod doesn't do much either, but it's quality over quantity with F.A.P ring doesn't break. Unequipping the Ring of Favor in protection won't cause it to break anymore with this mod. It will also change the text for the item's description to reflect this. This may not seem like much, but the F.A.P ring is arguably the best ring in the game. But it's not needed at every single second of the game. There may be some times where you need to use Havel's ring and the Chloranthy ring, or you simply just don't want the ring to break whenever you remove it. These next 3 mods go together like peanut butter and jelly, and will make for one of the most fun experiences you've ever had in Dark Souls. Starting off with Item Randomizer. This is a pretty popular mod, so you already may know what it is, and just as the name says, this mod shuffles the locations of the in-game items, even including merchant inventories, NPC gifts, NPC droppables, boss drops, chest, and corpse items, and more. It offers a good amount of customization. You can change it so that the more desired items are in more rare areas. You could change key placements, soul items, starting class items, and a little bit more. I'm not going to go over the rest of the customizable options. You could see for yourself when you install it. It's possible to get some of the best weapons, rings, and armor in the game within the first 10 minutes of playing it. It throws new things at you all the time, so it's fun to use equipment you've never used before. The next mod that pairs with this mod incredibly is Enemy Randomizer. Enemy Randomizer generates a random placement of enemies to make your playthrough of Dark Souls different and more challenging every single time. Depending on the options you choose, it's possible to, for example, fight Gwyn, or 3 Gwyns, in the Undead Burg, or pass through the Fog Gate in Anor Londo only to see a puny hollow and a skeleton instead of Ornstein and Smo. This mod is highly customizable, and you can make it to where bosses are replaced with normal enemies, and normal enemies are replaced with bosses. The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes this mod so much fun, especially when paired with the Item Randomizer. Instead of playing your regular old Dark Souls playthrough with strength using a claymore or dex using the Uchigatana, you get to play through Dark Souls like your first time again. Trust me, this mod is just so much fun. The final mod in the randomizer trio is Gate Randomizer. This mod changes how areas link together by randomizing where fog gates lead to. Fog gates are now permanent, and traversing them warps you to the other side of a different fog gate. Again, this mod is highly customizable just like the other ones. You could make it so that the enemy's health and damage are scaled down, so if you get sent to fight Manus, you're not going to get one-shotted at soul level 1. The possibilities are literally endless, and it just makes Dark Souls so refreshing and unique with a mod like this and the other randomizer mods. Have you ever wondered how much a soul of a lost undead is worth? Or how much of a soul of a nameless soldier is? Well, you can kind of tell how much they are just by looking at how large or small they are in the picture, but it's never specific or exact. This is a simple mod that allows you to see how many souls you will receive from a consumable, soul-giving items. There are two variations of this mod, the first one being icons and the second one being text. The icons variation will display the soul value at the top of the item's icon image. The text variation will display the soul value in parentheses after the item's name. Keep in mind that the boss soul amounts are only shown if you install the text version of this mod. A simple mod with a simple solution. Have you ever looked at Dark Souls Remastered and thought to yourself, what did they even remaster about this game? The graphics are essentially the same. They didn't update any of the graphics. They didn't make it any more HD. Well, the solution is enhanced lighting and effects. This is a reshade preset intended to bring a more stylistic look to Dark Souls Remastered. This mod can make a game made in 2011 look like it was made in 2020 just by changing the shading. It looks as if there was updated textures, but there isn't any at all. Changing the lighting can go a long way. There are 3 variations of this mod: light, very light, and full, because this mod can be tough on your computer. It also offers its own in-game overlay so you can change the settings in-game. You can change many of the effects from inside the game and select a preset that appropriately fits your hardware. It truly is astonishing how much some shading can do for your game. DSR 2020 Textures is a full, faithful texture replacement for maps, enemies, bosses, NPCs, and more. This texture pack stays more faithful to the original game than any other. You won't see any wacky or crazy redesigns here. With this, Dark Souls Remastered will finally look like a true remaster and not just a port. Pair this mod with a lighting mod, like the one mentioned before, and Dark Souls will be on a PS5 Demon Souls level. Just see for yourself. Last and most certainly not least is Daughters of Ash Remastered. You guys probably knew this was coming, but this is probably without a doubt the greatest Dark Souls 1 mod. There's just so much love and care put into this mod. Dark Souls Daughters of Ash is an enormous reimagining, extension, and overhaul to Dark Souls. Its main goal is to recapture the feeling of playing Dark Souls for the first time by both adding new story, events, and remixing existing content without even creating any new game assets. Your route through Lordran may not be the same, so expect to encounter new game progression. New world-changing events, key items, and unexpected pathways await you. New bosses and enemies, including enemies restored from cut content by the devs, and watch old enemies behave in new ways you've never seen before. Meet new characters with brand new quest lines, whose paths will intersect in unpredictable ways as your journey continues. Discover new items with brand new abilities. It offers expanded lore. Learn more about Lordran's past from new item descriptions and gameplay events. Also, don't expect to unveil all of the game's hidden content by yourself in one playthrough. Daughters of Ash has more overall content than the original game and is much more complex, with more dynamic story events and branching paths to take throughout the game. This is what Dark Souls Remastered should have been. It is absolutely astonishing what the developer was able to do with this. Dark Souls Daughters of Ash Remastered is hands down the greatest Dark Souls mod, and you need to play that right now. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the final mod on my list, with good reason. Now, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe I'll do more content like this if you guys enjoyed it. I'll leave all the featured mods and where to download them down in the description. And if you guys found at least one mod interesting, please leave a like. It takes like 2 seconds, and all you're doing is just pressing a button. It helps me out with the algorithm and push my videos forward.